switching this to first. So my camera is frozen right now. Hold on one second. Because, you know, why not? Why would my camera not be frozen? You know, I had two things pop up the other day, and it was a webcam and a webcam. And I only have one webcam, but it like had two options for it pop up the other day, and I was like, "What?"
Well,
Yes.
which did you pick?
I picked webcam, obviously. I picked the one that wasn't working at the time actually because it was on the top webcam, and then there was a bottom one too. So I was like, well, let's try the bottom one. Maybe it'll work, and it did. I was like, okay, this is weird, but sure, let's roll with it. Okay, so welcome to Action Surge. This is No Good Deed Session 6, correct? Session 6? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just finishing getting set up. Yeah, I was late to the game today, and but James is sick and he's out sick, so we're gonna blame it on him. We're gonna say he was like not showing up, and we were all just waiting on him. So like that's gonna be our story for everybody because
Sounds good.
it sounds better than I was just couldn't get my shit together. So.
You're here.
Okay, hold on, let me see.
Shifting the blame were an art form. You've painted a masterpiece.
There we go. So that's what I strive for. Why is this not? That's weird. Oh, I know why. Never mind. It's because I don't have a window open for Roll20. I'm like, why do I not have a map? Okay, no good deed. Let me make sure first that the game settings are right, because that's messed with me a couple times. Compendium settings mostly. Yep, there we go. We're good to go on that one. I'm very anxious for you guys to get to some places, but hopefully I got a setup here, and I don't know. You know what? I don't know how well I've done it yet. Ah, yes. I think that's it. Yeah. So if you guys look, and you guys are in the Roll20, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me share that with the screen now. Now that we've got it up there. Roll20 map alt, and it's going to be. Uh oh, there it is. No, that's not it either. Cancel. What was that, Taylor? Oh my goodness!
Are you being possessed?
Oh, you gotta meet Taylor. Taylor, you got some kind of feedback coming through. Oh my goodness! Did anybody else hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, much better. Okay. You had some kind of feedback coming through that was like, it was like somebody had an air hose and they were spraying it at the microphone.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't do anything. I just unplugged my little fob.
Ah.
My 4 years. I had my volume up to max.
What?
Okay, so I don't have my volume up to max. I turned it up to listen to this video my family member sent me because they had it super quiet. And then as soon as I did that...
Sorry, guys.
That's funny.
Oh, bad luck strikes again.
I think I peed a little. Shoot, that's funny shit. I got a Roll20 turn order thing, but I don't have that set up right now. But so what do you guys think of the new map that you guys can see there? Do you guys
looks sick?
Do you guys
nice
remember the
intimidating.
Do you guys remember the other map that you had?
I would like to pretend I am currently looking. Give me a second.
Oh no, Taylor, it's again. What is going on over there?
Oh yeah, this new map is definitely a new map. Oh wow.
It's a redo of the old map basically. So
Yeah, same.
Looks good.
Oh, ooh, the fire is lighting.
I don't know
Nice.
what's causing it.
do you have a
Okay.
Bluetooth or do you have Bluetooth or
Taylor, question: USB mic or aux mic? Okay, you might have to type it.
I think it's a Bluetooth mic.
You're all feedback now.
I think it's a Bluetooth mic. I think it's batteries maybe. The charge. Maybe is it fully charged? We can't hear you, Taylor. All we can hear is
I just want to say, on an unrelated note, I approve of Taylor's placeholder for.
Oh,
Christmas.
it's the USB. Yeah, it's a Bluetooth USB thing. So that's what's going on. Yep, gotcha.
Oh, okay. So the receiver's having some interference. You could just usually take it out, put it back in, and that does the trick usually. I don't know if he heard any
And
of that.
3, 2, 1, and can we hear Taylor now?
Can you hear me?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your USB thing messing up. I think I don't know what was going on with it.
Just a little bit of interference in your receiver.
I put it in a different port.
Yep,
It'll be better.
yep.
Do you have 3.0 ports?
I do.
Is that that's what you had in one, or is it like a? Is it a 3.0
It
USB?
was in a splitter.
Gotcha.
Okay. Yeah, that was.
Oh, did you have a wait? Did you have a USB in the other splitter?
I had a
Or
bunch of them.
No, I mean, oh, okay. I was gonna say like in a hub. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if you have any empty, it could cause a problem, or if you have them all full, it could cause a problem.
Yeah, they were all full.
I'm going to be honest here and say that I completely and totally forgot the end of the previous session was that we were fleeing our lives.
Yeah, you were fleeing for your lives from bullywugs, right? I mean,
Yeah, because of the
While
We're fleeing
searching
onto
the
a
ship,
ship of
right?
the undead.
Then on.
Guys, we're trying to flee a swamp-dwelling race in a swamp if we are not swamp-dwelling.
I did kind
well,
of
not,
assassinate one of them.
you successfully assassinated one of them.
did
That's
she?
true.
She did.
She broke his heart and
Oh,
his soul.
that's
With
true.
it.
That
Died of a
is
broken
true.
heart.
That's true. He died of a broken heart. Yeah. Oh yeah, she's standing right next to the poor sod. Anyway,
Yeah.
all
All
right.
Science project.
Yeah, if you look, actually, the fire things are flickering down there. If you can see them.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And actually, you guys wouldn't necessarily see the. So okay, so first of all, let me go back to also this because hopefully you will be done. Well, you won't be done today, but don't read up and don't read up so you can metagame, please. So this this section of this campaign is based on something called the Lost Treasures of the Cornelia, and I reached out to the author, whose name is Matt Standfast, and because I was remaking these maps, and so basically we're going to re-release it with these new maps and with a new layout and stuff, and it should be pretty cool. But it'll be available through DM's Guild again. So it's available through DM's Guild now. It's pay what you want. So you can opt to pay for it or get it for free or whatever. But the thing is it's really cool. It's going to be laid out more like a traditional, like Wizards of the Coast looking book. It's going to look more, close to that trade dress. And then it'll have all the new maps and some new artwork in it, and a new cover, a new cover that I did too. So let's see here. So yeah, Lost Treasures of the Cornelia. You can get that on DM's Guild, and it's Matt Standfast is the guy who created it.
Very
This is trying to use this, when I can. Certain parts of the campaign are solely me. Like this was not the way you entered this part of this campaign was not in the adventure, but I use the pieces as skeletons and then go from there, kind of thing. Okay. Okay, so when you were running toward the boat, do you guys remember anything going on?
So we were trying to get on the boat before uh they came for us
Right.
because one got away.
Right.
And
Let's find a picture of
if I
Color.
recall, Jessa went with them.
I was kind of sort of going with them to kind of pick them off, and I got through one.
Well, and somebody
But
cast a wall of fog over there. You can see the fog is billowing.
Yeah,
yeah, she shot him in the fog.
Um, and the two had run away into the fog, and then was this a? Oh no, that's not. That's not.
I think we started climbing over the side of the boat.
Some of you did.
Okay,
Some
so
did, some did not make it successfully on the climb road.
well, I remember Cutler was gonna climb up there. I remember, but what I was gonna say though is that um, okay, so hang on, let me let me just jump to that area. Um, from the top of the Cornelia, you hear a voice shout, "Here, climb up!" And then some ropes lower down too.
Without a second thought, I'm definitely going to listen to that person, whoever they are.
That's perfect. Yes.
So, do we remember? We don't remember what Cutler's role was, do we? Let's see. Athletics. Taylor's was 15.
Mm-hmm.
Was that for climbing the boat too?
Yeah, that was for climbing the boat.
Okay.
And then there was me, the non-athletic Foldar.
Yeah, Cutler's was only 12, but that's still enough. It's only a DC 10, and then you have it at advantage now for anybody who's gonna climb now because you got ropes down there and stuff.
Okay, because I rolled a 4.
Okay, so roll again.
I would like to be able to get out of there.
Definitely trying for it. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I forgot to grab the Roll20 chat log too. Hold on.
Let's just roll again.
Roll20 chat log. Where are you?
Fortune smiles on me this day.
There's the chat box.
Lyran with the very rare lateral roll, as I like to call it.
Chat log.
Working it.
Chat log.
218. It doubles.
Where are you, chat log? Come back. I don't even know, dude. I guess, again, it's not that important to have that on there, I suppose, but I thought people like to see what's rolling and stuff like that sometimes. I do, anyways. But I'm really weird that way, probably. Ah. You know what? They changed the way that you add sources too. Like, yeah, it's just kind of weird.
I've been tinkering around with it.
What's that?
I said I was tinkering around with it not too long ago.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, with Streamlabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know if you noticed that they changed the way they add sources. It's kind of strange, actually.
Yeah, I've been as I told him I've been making overlays. So I've been trying to see what they look like in Streamlabs, and I was tinkering with that one. Oh no.
What?
Oh yeah. I'm losing my sense of self. Oh no.
Disappearing.
Are you disappearing?
Not
too?
like this. That happened because I opened Streamlabs. Don't worry. It's trying to take. It's trying to take my my video.
Fighting for supremacy.
Right. So let me just fix that with a quick clickaroonie. And then another quick click again, and boom.
That's weird that it's doing that. Okay, so let me get rid of that. Blind it out. I got something. How come sometimes when I set things up, it doesn't always show on the stream when I'm setting it up in the in the edit side?
Because you have it on transition mode, right?
Yeah, I do, but that's what I'm saying. Like sometimes it doesn't show up, but sometimes it shows up right away, and it's like, why would it show up right away if I have it on the edit side? Like I don't know, I don't get it. But anyway,
Yeah, I'm still trying to figure that particular mode of the Streamlabs out. I don't use it because it seems like when you click the button, it pushes it to live, so it changes the count too. But
yeah,
I don't know the consistency of that.
right. And so if I wanna have something on there that's you know like changed and it doesn't show up, I have to transition it every time. And if I want something on there, or if I don't want something on there until I transition, sometimes it shows up, and I'm like, what the? Okay, that's totally useful. All right, so who's first up? It looks like Liren's going to be up there pretty quick, and Oliver and Deontay are all good. Okay, yeah, so you guys all climb up there. You notice basically when you get on board, you see um, uh, sort of a tall looking elf, tall, slender elf with, so I guess like stereotypical elf, I guess in that case. But, um, and he's wearing sort of a, leafy, mossy cloak, and, the same with the halfling that's up there with him, and they're both wearing like a robes type thing, and like got leaf and moss adornments around them, and they're pretty obviously druids.
I appreciate the hand up. Listen, mates, we might have just riled up your neighbors something fierce.
Ah, yes, I'm sure they're rather irritated, to say the least.
He says, yes, yes, and then as they're like reeling in the ropes like right quick, put Lyran on board. They're reeling in the ropes right quickly. He says, yes, yes, it happens, and I believe the blights are up to no good. You see, the zombies they're not exactly from us. He says, but they just kind of happen around this area. But you see the blights they've got something going on, and you hadn't noticed, but as you kind of are up on board, you notice that there are several what appear to be oh, hang on, now it's not working. Of course, because why would anything work today? That's great. Okay, so they're needle blights. I don't know if you're familiar with what needle blights are, but they're basically like a plant type thing, and
Ah,
like a plant-based humanoid. And let's see if we can. Um, and they basically are somewhat sentient.
yes. In my haste, I've completely forgotten about the entire zombie problem.
Yes, yes. So there's zombies and there's bullywugs over in the confused in the fog, and there's also these needle blight things that you can see now, like from above. Which there's two of them. There's one there. Yep, and I just moved one. Oh, three of them apparently. Okay, stop moving. Yeah, right there.
Wow.
And he says, the elf says, I'm sure they're up to something. I'm not sure what, but they've built something over off in the distance there. Perhaps you can see it.
Hmm.
The needle blights or the bullywugs?
Yeah, the needle blights. They've said the needle blights have built something off in the distance. Perhaps you can see it. And they said it's just
You mean the obvious conjuring circle of stone and
you would say that, except for he says it's just there, and he points to where it would be,
In the
and
fog.
all you see is a big wall of fog. So,
Ah, yes, the fog. I thought that was our creation.
and he's like, no, beyond the fog, and yeah, but yes, Oliver, yes, the conjuring circle. So you guys probably don't see it yet, but once the fog is clear, you guys should be able to see it.
Well, hold on. Head
I
count.
didn't recognize this as a fog, sorry.
That's okay.
Are we missing someone?
I'm missing
I
what now?
seem to recall there was a rather wild card player among us.
Oh yeah, Cutler.
Where's Jeff?
Oh, Carl, where are you?
Jessa.
I'm up
Oh,
here.
Jessa,
Yeah.
she's still down on the bottom. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you gonna run up there or no?
Can we see her from up here?
Yes. She hasn't. You didn't go all the way to the fog with the others, right?
No, I killed him.
You're basically where you're at, where you killed the one guy, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where I left you. That's what I remembered anyway. So what is Jessa gonna do?
Well, I guess I'm going to follow the cowardly guys.
You notice that in this plant right here, something is stirring in this plant.
Oh, great. What am I going to do? What can I do? You didn't put my, steel defender down, should I?
Oh, yep. I didn't. Yes, go ahead and drag him on there if you know how to. We still need to We still need to do that icon thing that you put up in there. I forgot to do that, didn't I?
That's fine.
Oh, I put a. Oh no, that's the crocodile. Never mind. It's like he's kind of lizard-like. It's reptilian.
And we should be able to see Jessa in full. Just be like, I say, you may want to make your way towards the boat. Unless you're into being beaten down.
Oh.
Okay, so you're gonna kind of just head over to the boat, or you and your steel defender? Now you still look like a bullywug at this point, correct?
Oh yeah.
Last I knew, you still look like a bullywug.
Yeah, I think my defender and I will start making our way over. And I think I'll use my action to come back to myself.
Okay. Is it an action or a bonus action to change? It's an action, right?
That was an action.
Oh, that's actually... It's an action.
Yeah, okay. It is an action, yeah. I just know that the wild shape is an action, but you can do it as a bonus action if you're a moon druid, so I wasn't sure if the changeling was a bonus action or an action.
Changer is just an action. Yep.
Gotcha. Good to know. Okay, so you head down. I'll bring the steel defender down. Somewhere with you.
Yeah.
We should probably toss another rope down.
I was going to say, now the steel defender doesn't have a climbing speed, correct?
Correct.
But it does have athletics.
Yes.
So it could probably scramble its way up, probably
Just to have it jump.
Probably punching holes in the side of the boat as it's going.
Well, if you guys toss down a rope, I was going to tie it to the steel defender.
Oh, yeah, you could do that. It's probably only what 800 pounds. I mean, sure, yeah, that works. No, I don't know how much it weighs, but that's all your guys' homework project for the next 2 weeks is we'll figure out. When I say that, I really mean I'm going to go down a rabbit hole and I'm going to figure it out, but figure out how much a steel defender weighs. All right, so
Gets up here and falls to the floor of this wooden ship.
okay, so you guys get up there with relative ease, with you got ropes and stuff helping you. You want to make an athletics check for Jessa? I figure between all of you guys, no matter how much the steel defender weighs, Cutler and Liren can probably yank it up, and maybe Folidar too. I don't know what his strength is. But...
Strength.
Yeah, do you have a good strength for Folidar? No?
Polar is not what you would like to call a bulky man.
Okay.
In fact, this is what Polar's
Wow,
gonna do.
Jessa has more than I thought.
That's good. Jessa, you can get up there pretty easy. And then like I said, you probably drag the Steel Defender up. Kind of, right? We'll put you up there. Put the Steel Defender up there. Oh, you saw books, didn't you, Folidar? Look at Folidar's off and running. He's like, hey, there's books
Yeah,
over here.
Foldar's just gonna wander around the boat. Like, I'm sorry, he's just gonna go. I've seen other interesting things around here.
He's like, but there's books over here.
He's just looking around, and I say, books. I don't own these.
Yet.
Exactly.
Okay, you notice
We
that.
should,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
yeah, we should probably get ready for being attacked.
Okay, well, you do know that the top of the ship is about 20 feet off the ground, and you do know that bullywugs can jump pretty high because they are essentially frog folk, like frog folk. They're like they're like the grung. Um, but you notice from while you guys are up on the top, you notice that from the hull of the ship, there's a massive weathered tree that's entangled itself through the upper half of the ship. The tree is so engulfed that it almost appears to be swallowing it.
The tree swallowing the ship, or the ship swallowing the tree?
The ship swallowing the tree. It looks like
Okay.
the tree is so entrenched in the in the ship that it looks like it's almost getting ready to swallow the ship.
My. When I was but a small little shapeling, I'd often dream of being housed in a place like this one. Oh, it would just bring joy to my changing eyes.
How long
Right.
does the fog last?
It
You said 6 turns, and you
Okay, 6 rounds.
Let's see here.
6 rounds, yeah.
Should we be worried about these guys? Like,
Yeah, a little bit, I think, yeah.
What are they gonna do? Hop in here?
It's a concentration for up to an hour.
Oh, okay, for an hour.
There you go.
no, I'm talking about these lights. Did you call them?
Oh yes, they're they are born from the trees, but they've kind of been obsessed and taken on a mind of their own, and it's hard to explain, but they seem to be doing something perhaps unruly or unsavory over with that conjuring circle.
Should we kill
Question
them?
to you, as I walk back over. Why is it that they have not attacked the bullywog?
Oh, I don't know. Rightly so. I guess they don't see the bullywugs as a threat.
They didn't attack myself or just as bullywogs either.
Jessa
How
broke his
long
heart
did it
and then
take?
broke his heart.
This a recent development, or has it always been this way?
Oh no, the halfling answers this time. He says that the blights have been around for at least 20 years, and
Oh,
then the elf kind of corrects himself and says, "Well, I guess it's not that recent." He says, when you live as long as I have, everything seems to be a little bit more relative as to what is recent and what is not.
Do you guys
By the way,
live
why
here?
are you here? Who are you?
Oh, excuse my my rudeness. I am Effian, and this here is Kane.
I closely inspect the elf's face.
Okay.
Which one's the elf and which one's the halfling?
It doesn't matter, but this one's the elf, we'll say. And then this
That's
one's
a name-wise. Which one is which?
Effian is the elf. We'll
Okay.
say green for the elf, and we'll say peach for the halfling, or whatever this color is. Orange.
I just put my hand on Effie's shoulder and just goes, "You have a pretty solid face."
He says, "Thank you."
All right, because I think things are going to get wild in a little bit. Bear with me. Quablui, Fallon, Faladar, Jessa, Cutler, and I'm Liren.
He says,
Yes.
well, thank you. He says, I've lived here most of my last 200 years. He says, it's pretty much since the ship sank out here.
Did you cause that sinking?
He says, "Oh no, no." He says, "Oh, though I do know of tales of druids who definitely could do such a thing, but no, this is beyond the scope of what I am capable of. I'm sure." He says, "No, I just care for the tree."
Why do you care for the tree? Seems like it's caused you nothing but grief in these past 200 years.
He says, "Oh no, no, this tree it protects the area as well."
Was
And
was this tree here before the ship?
Oh no, no, the tree grew up over the last 170 years or so, I would say.
Okay.
hmm, what exactly stopped the ship from moving then?
Oh, the ship it crashed aground and kind of sank here, and when the waters receded, it was during a high tide, and when the low tide when the tide went out, it kind of never came back in the way it should have, but most of the lowest decks are flooded, of course, or definitely have a lot of moisture down there.
Could it get running again?
And you do know that it was about 20 feet up to the top of the ship, and you do know that like probably the bottom 10 to 15, maybe even 20 feet of the ship was like sunk in the mud, kind of thing. It would have been, otherwise it would have been 40 feet up, basically. If it was sitting on its keel.
Well, I'm plumb out of questions.
Right.
We're
Go
looking
ahead.
for a manifest, right?
But
Yeah.
you guys actually have the manifest. Oh, and speaking of which, you know what? I don't think I gave you these. Oh, see, and I made these fun little things for you guys. And hold on, let me make a handout for you. I'll give you a handout, and then we're gonna add something for you. I should have had these already set to go, but so here, where was it? Ah, yes. So here was the manifest that you had right here is Kornelia manifest front. If it works. Yeah, there we go. There we go. This was the front of the manifest, and I don't know if you guys remember this at all, but basically it was just a list uh, a list of everything that should have been on the ship, or a partial list of everything that should have been on the ship.
I'm trying to remember what we
You can
came
zoom in on
onto the
that.
ship for.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna do that too, because if you remember, the back of the manifest had a note on it. And here is the back of the manifest I made up for you guys. One second.
That's pretty cool, Brian.
Kornelia manifest, and these will all be in the new version of the thing back. So these will all be in the new version of the thing as player handouts, So that should be pretty cool for everybody, I think. Okay,
Yeah.
and then show to players. Here we go. So this is the back of the manifest, and the back of the manifest had a note on it, and it says, "If you're not reading it, I have met my demise." You might be able to read that.
Thank you to carry not a dead knight's request.
Whoops, hang on. I'm going too far. Too far up. I need to go down instead of up. Anyway, so the rear of the manifest had a note on it that basically talked about if you read this, or if you're reading this, he's met his demise and he couldn't do his thing. And then the bottom was in a coded thieves' cant, which MacDuffin had been nice enough to translate for you, and it said, "McDuffin, looks like I've reached the end of my road. I know you were mad at me for cutting you out of my last haul, but it looks like my greed was the end of me. Here is the manifest we discussed before. Although most of it is nothing of use, I can confirm for you there might be something you're interested in. From my research, the thaumaturgic trunk is one of miracles that no thief could pick, no matter how trained. Anyone sporting one of these must have something worth serious coin. I took my shot, and now it's your go. Best of luck." And that was what was basically on the manifest. And you know what? I'll put that in the thing too in the handout, but I gotta.
That was the first the dramaturgic trunk was the
That's the thing that circled.
Fallon's.
Yeah.
That was the thing that Fallon's sparked most interest.
Yeah, and that was also the thing that was circled several times on the front of the manifest.
Signed by a guy named Skid.
Yeah.
You can always trust a guy named Skid, right? I mean,
I've never met an untrustworthy Skid.
Same.
all right. So if you look at the thing now too, I'm going to show it to you guys. If you look at the thing and scroll down, you can see the whole letter, what it all entails.
Wait, so what you're saying is
nice.
this entire letter is skid marks.
Skid marks. That's if he was an assassin. His targets would be called skid marks.
Oh, I guess a pirate.
his target. Yeah, right.
Calling card.
Letter of mark.
Leave skid marks at the crime scene.
Right.
Right. So, I'm interested in what the bullywug response is going to be. And after that, I'm really interested in disrupting what those blights are doing. And I happen to be fairly interested in the thaumaturgic chest. That about do it.
Whatever's in that chest is definitely worth its salt and, well, whatever it's in it.
Weight and salt.
Yeah. You think it's still aboard somewhere?
Anybody?
I think everything is probably still aboard. I don't see any reason why these two would have been throwing things overboard. What say you, Elfian?
He says, I'm not sure. He says, there is a bunch of stuff below. He says, but we don't go down there. He says,
There's a reason.
he says, oh, yes, there's a reason. He says, you see, the dead do not rest so quietly down there.
I know it sucks.
All right.
Are they loud?
Your live stream.
All right.
Okay,
So,
what are we doing? What are we killing? What are we doing?
there's going to be a bit of the old ultra-violence. We're trying to figure out what fight's coming to us first.
Looks like we've got us a boat full of zombified beings. Unrefined as they may be, they must still pack quite a punch for these two to have stayed topside for so long.
All right.
My son
So
had
I'm
to tell me
thinking,
about
stay
Minecraft.
patient. We stay patient, see what the bullywugs do. If there's no immediate response, we see what the situation is below decks, clear it out, search the ship, and if we're still raring for a fight, we've got needle blights to deal with. All right.
Should we start by trying to pick off the needle blights before something hits us? Because if they're allied with the bullywugs, if the bullywugs attack us, will they start attacking us?
Yeah, that's true. But if we attack first and they ain't, we just created a fight on two fronts.
Unless we can get rid of them before the bullywugs get here.
The halfling chimes in. He says, "Oh, there's no reason to believe that the needle blights and bullywugs are friends." He says, "But I do believe that it could be that they get along."
The old lizard man tactician Crawls once said, "All need a warm-blooded jump into a fight without thinking." If we find ourselves doing something impatiently, it could come back to haunt us.
Alright,
Okay.
so we just stay here?
Just another couple minutes.
Um, while you were over there looking at the books, by the way, Folidar,
Thank you.
you did notice that there was something on the ground. It was mostly just like, fictitious dribble, but wasn't even like good stuff. It was just, and most of the books were destroyed. You did find one that was only partially destroyed, however, and it was a journal.
Yes, I would have definitely picked up literally any book that had something worth reading on it. Yes. I'm just like, I like to imagine I'm just sitting there, like, my legs over the side of the boat, just reading.
So that that
Just,
that's the journal there that I made up for this, but the also the actual wording is down below it if it's easier to read that way. Okay, so yeah,
oh,
so where it says it's mostly scrawls and scratches, I just made it scrawls and scratches.
So after I finish reading the captain's journal, I just pose over to Liren. That note from Skid.
Yes,
McDuffie did say that he was unable to open the trunk, right?
that's right.
Hmm. I see.
No thief can pick it. Yeah,
No one could pick it.
right.
We just
Interesting.
show the audience this here, so it takes up full screen.
Well, according to this book, some fool didn't have to pick it. It looks like the captain of this boat became a bit of a thief himself. Read this. As I just kind of like gesture, hand the book over.
All right. Yeah, I'm seeing that. What's your thoughts?
Well, I've read quite a few volumes of books about cursed items. None of them match the description of the one listed here. So, my thoughts, preparedly, is that I must find it, I must inspect it, and I must journal it. And that is all.
I must make notes of it.
Hmm.
Got nothing against that. But Lyran's
Alas.
going to look out over the side. Are we seeing any response from the Bullywug camp at the moment?
They
I
they
know I'm looking
they
at
still
the
seem
giant
to be
cloud.
they still seem to be kind of fixated on this fog. Really, um, every once in a while you'll see one of the bullywugs. Here, let me do this. Let me go to back. Yeah, there we go. Every once in a while you'll see one of the bullywugs kind of like come out and look around, and then kind of go back into the fog a little bit, like or come out and then he'll like start they come out and they start making noises, like talking or croaking or whatever, and or talking and croaking, a little bit of both, and you'll see others come out and they're kind of confused about this fog, and your best guess is they're trying to figure out if it's just totally magical or if this is some sort of natural phenomenon.
I like to think that they're just mistaking this for like our defensive measure is actually just like a ray for them.
Yeah. They're all getting high on the fog.
They're just in
All
there just
right.
jamming.
Moisturized.
they're clam bacon on the fog.
Yeah, he just came out for like a quick smoke break to jump back into the fog after.
And how long is that going to last again?
An
Upwards
hour.
of an hour?
Yeah, an hour
I say.
with concentration.
Yeah. I
I
can
don't
drop
think
it
they're going to
anytime.
do that. Nah, that's all right. It's given them endless amusement.
Yeah, and
What?
you can tell it's kind of like well, actually go ahead and make an insight check for anybody who wants to.
Sure.
I will do that.
Of course.
Naturally.
Not my best, but why not? Yeah, 14 more.
Okay, so you can definitely tell for Lirin, Deontay, Lirin, Folidar, Kablooey. Oh, you know what? I don't have anybody running Cutler right now. Um, and yeah, for Liren, Kablooey, and uh, Folidar, you guys can tell that um, they're probably used to dealing with natural fog, like heavily obscuring fog even. Um, and so like this is kind of their place that they've set down roots, so to speak. This is their camp. So they probably look like they're not going to abandon it anytime soon.
The Blight's setting up a circle in a bullywog camp. And the bullywog's letting them neither
Can
side
I
attacking
fire
each
my
other.
crossbow into the fog?
You can.
I think they're
Jessa is murderous. I kind of like it. Okay, go ahead, Jessa, if you want to fire your crossbow into there. Do so at disadvantage.
Right?
What's that? Yeah, disadvantage. Yep.
I'd like to just fantasize that in the midst of this fog,
Dang.
one of these guys are talking about how much they really like the new.
All right.
Wow, I forgot to put my modifiers up.
And she just shoots it with an arrow and intentionally.
Repeating shot. What's repeating shot?
That's my infusion.
Oh, okay. Is that like an extra shot, basically, every time you do a shot, or no?
No, it adds +1.
Oh, okay. Okay, roll it. Go ahead and roll the damage for the crossbow. You just mouse over where it says light crossbow, and there you go. There you go. So 6 damage. Okay, we'll randomize here. Let me see.
I was about to say, I think that will keep them occupied for an hour.
Let's see. Where is it already says hit points. Why is it not showing me hit points? How about now? Oh, I remember why. Because the bullywug thing was messed up, wasn't it?
That did happen, did it not?
I think it was messed up last time. Yeah. Hit points 2d8 plus 2. I have no idea. What is the average? 8. 5, right? Yeah, 5. Okay. And with a fell swoop, she takes away half of his hit points.
Oh my god.
You know, I was just getting my life turned around.
I think I could get used to this fight.
Yeah, we left him behind with this female bullywog who was actually quite attractive.
Yay! Okay, so. Alright, so, are you guys going to do anything? You do notice they're here. I believe it's here, and I believe here also. There are entrances, or exits if you prefer, down to the lower decks. First, this is actually going to be into the like the forecastle and the aft castle kind of thing, and then there are like areas to go down to the lower decks there. I'm pretty sure, and of course I did not. Yeah, that was not good of me.
As Fallon sees it, we have two options. We can beat up the bullywogs and take care that we don't have to fear an attack from the back, and then go down ship. Or we could go down ship and hope for the best.
I
I
don't
think
mind picking them off right now.
Okay, hang on. What was Taylor saying?
I think as long as Effian and Kane are okay with keeping watch for us, we should be fine going down below without.
I do say, as far as I can tell, zombies break rather easily.
He says, oh yes, we can keep watch. He says, those zombies have been, banging at the side of this barge for years now. It just doesn't, it's a good old ship. He says, well, it's for what it is. It's not too bad for a 200-plus-year-old ship. Then again, myself, I'm quite a bit older than that. And he kind of smiles a little bit.
Effie, Kane, if I wasn't certain, it almost seems like you're hiding something from us.
Kane says, well, what would we be hiding? He says, everything is all out here in the open. He says, I've only been here for about 20 years myself. He says, but Effian, he's been here for around 200.
20 years the Blights have been here, and 20 years you've been here. What a strange
He
coincidence
says,
that is, Kane.
well, I just mean the Blights were here when I got here. So I only know that they've been here for at least the last 20 years, because I've been here for 20 years.
What about the undead? Have they been here for 200 years?
Effian says, well, as I remember it, they slowly came in. Usually adventure after adventure would come out here and like get slaughtered by bullywugs or whatever, and next thing you know, we'd have some undead showing up. And he's like, I don't think they've always been here the whole time. He says, not, at least not as long as I've been here. He says, I moved down here from the Crypt Garden Forest myself. He says, but you know, he says it just undead seem to kind of like more of a swampy area, I guess.
Now, see here. I've read volumes upon volumes of books on necromancy, and not one of them have I ever heard the quote of the undead simply appearing so where they choose.
He says, you may have a point.
Hmm.
All right, if we're gonna clear the boat, we're gonna do it fast, huh?
Agreed.
He says, but you don't want to go down to the lower decks. He says, the forecastle and the aft castle, where the crew and captain's quarters were. He says those are probably fine, but you know, I wouldn't go down to the lower deck. He says, as I said, the dead there, a little bit more of a problem.
Hopefully we won't have to. Yeah.
He says, and this is where it would be great to have James here, because he says, if you ever heard of the Man of 1,000 Hooks?
We're just gonna assume
My
cover.
man of 1,000 hooks.
Uh, can we just say Carl just gets told this story 1,000 times?
Ka, you've probably heard this story 1,000 times for sure by Cutler. And basically, it is like a child's nightmare tale, to ward children off of whatever it is that they're warding them off. And, like, it's a sort of a Davy Jones locker type of tale. This legendary, this Man of 1,000 Hooks is kind of one of those tales surrounded in mystery, usually regarded as being entirely false, by most of the public who've heard it. But basically, it was believed that there was a giant pirate who was thrown overboard and tortured. Well, tortured then thrown overboard, I should say, and then is and been stuck at the bottom of the sea for decades, in the deepest reaches of the sea. And so it just kind of like brings to mind terror for anybody, but like any like sailors, they have like a big superstition about it, kind of.
Okay.
It's mostly told to like pirates' children or like seafaring people's children.
Rookie pirates.
Yeah, rookie pirates. Yep. Pirates' children. Just at night on deck. The ghost stories kind of thing. It's one of those kind of things.
Say the Knight of 1,000 Hooks, or
Man of 1,000 Hooks.
Man of 1,000 Hooks.
Yeah. Here, let me do something. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna transition to the Be Right Back screen real quick, so people watching the stream won't see this here.
The Man of 1,000.
everybody's back. Okay. So, Taylor, do you remember what you were saying about the?
Oh, the man of 1,000 hooks. Yeah, he's it's old story. Cutler used to tell me that just to scare me. He's not real. I know that. Right.
You see the druid, the elf, like look a little nervous, and then you think maybe the halfling looks a little bit more nervous and says, "Well, um,
Right.
I'm not really sure how to say this, but maybe not. We're gonna put you on this map here."
Okay. Non-fictional fiction. Rather intriguing. A dagger that may or may not be cursed with an unknown curse.
Let me put Jess.
Also intriguing. I'm seeing less and less reason why we shouldn't explore this ship.
Okay, so there's a door here and a door here. He does say both of them go to the stern and the aft castle. He says, but only the aft castle has an entrance to the lower deck. And you notice that the grate on top of the ship, the cargo grate, is pretty sturdy and pretty well rusted shut. I mean, you guys could break through it if you wanted to just drop straight down, but
This is the part where I would look at Cutler and gesture him to break it, or egg him on to break it.
Okay, you can't break that.
You still can open the doors.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna open the door?
Yes.
Yeah. Fallon opens the door to the after castle.
Okay. Here, let me do this. Put it over here. Okay, so inside there, in the aft castle there, you see essentially what looks like a bunking area. Hey. I think I forget who the promised land was. I was told who that was. Oh no, I always want to know. Alright, the bunking area, where are you, bunking area? Oops, hang on, sorry. I didn't, Alright, this is driving me nuts. Ah, there we go, okay. The bunking area looks like... Is that... Yeah, area... there's like basically some hammocks and stuff. There's not much left in there. Like looks like nothing of any value, anyways. There's trunks, like personal trunks, but it looks like they've been opened and looted. There's some linens that are rotting away to nothingness. It kind of gives the room a depressing, worn look, and you do see another door straight ahead, down the steps. I got the steps backwards. Have to fix that on the map. See, it's good to know. Good to playtest stuff.
What kind of lighting situation are we looking at down here?
We're just about to ask.
It's dark, so anybody without dark vision, it would be dark.
Can I do some magic tinkering?
Sure. You doing light?
Fallon would do a little light spell on his cane.
Okay, here we'll do this.
I'm sure Cutler's coming with us. I'll do the same thing. I'll cast light on his glaive.
Okay.
Perfect.
So 20.
Magical tinkering, light, all these cool spells.
Yeah, and you
I cast
obviously
book.
it is getting a little later too. in the evening, but it's just dark and dreary in that cabinet, or in the cabin. We'll give him give Cutler some light emission type of thing here. 20. You cast a book. So you said?
Cast
I
hook.
cast book.
Book.
Got their features and spells. I'm just gonna pull out a book and wave it about.
Okay, what are
If you flip through the pages fast enough, they'll ignite.
Jessa? What are
Right.
you doing, Jessa? Is that like equivalent of light also?
The object that I tinker with, bright light in a 5-foot radius and dim light for another 5 feet.
Okay, and what object is it going to be? Is it going to be your steel defender or something you own, or?
You want to take my book?
Sure, it can be a book.
Okay, a book. All right.
So, or it's just this page.
It's just one page.
Don't
of
let it
people.
shut.
Don't let it shut. The way is shut. All right. So Foladar, or Fallon, you're in that dark, dingy bunk area. You see a door. You can kind of see through cracks of the door into the next room a little bit, but hard to tell what it is, through the cracks.
Mostly to tell if I open it. Is it locked or?
You do notice, like, as you're going to, it is not locked. You do notice as you're going to open it, though. Hold on one second. You do notice that one of the hammocks begins to stir, and then a second one begins to stir, and under the rotted linens, you see sitting up is a couple of zombies.
All right.
Oh,
Sorry.
Fallon,
I think I woke something up.
you can't wake the dead, at least not conventionally. Oh, yes, of course, the zombies. Once again, completely forgotten about them. Fighter people.
Fighter people. Are you gonna still open that door then, Fallon?
What could go wrong? Yes, exactly. I opened the door.
Alright. What could go wrong? Alright. So you open the door. You notice there's a lot of like barrels and just like messed up detritus type stuff all over, like casks and that kind of thing. Hang on one second. It is. Hold on. I'm looking at the wrong thing, ain't I? Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, so you're looking at basically like what looks like it used to be a storage area. um, there's an iron bar laying on the floor. And you can tell that it goes on the outside of the door. You can smell the decay, smell of decay and rotten flesh. The room is so dark that you can hardly see even a few feet in front of you, but luckily you have a light spell that's helping. But inside you can see figures shuffling around, and they make their way towards you. And it's more zombies.
The way I had intended, but okay. Time to sacred flame one of the zombies and back out.
Yeah, we knew we were gonna have to come down here and put these zombies to rest.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
Just load up my crossbow. Let's do this.
they seem to, they're kind of shuffling and like. Let me see these zombies here. This zombie here that are on the hammock that are trying to, get to you, kind of. What the actual heck it did it on the zombies too. That's so weird.
What did it do to the zombies?
Well, they have no stats.
Oh, that's cool. Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
No
Time to
stats on
one
roll
punch.
20.
Am I
Okay,
right?
let's see. Lost Man in the Fandelver. Let's try that. Oh,
I mean,
they're gone now suddenly too. That was weird.
0 stats is kind of lore accurate. You know what I'm saying?
Right? They all disappeared too. I don't know what happened to that. That was really weird. I'm missing one, aren't I? There we go.
Are you on camera?
Hang on 1 second.
See them in the hammock,
Sorry.
but they just fall
Yeah,
apart.
yeah.
getting out of the hammock.
So that's what I was gonna say is like, they're one of them tries to get out of the hammock, and what the heck is going on?
Zombos giving you tropes.
I guess. What the snot?
Just stay in the hammock. Nobody gets hurt.
They're just struggling to get out of these hammocks.
Yeah, they're twisted up.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, and essentially, when the first one, oh, he's not at advantage or disadvantage, but when the first one gets up, he like stands up and he kind of moves to there, but he's okay. And when the second one gets out of the hammock, he just falls right straight on his face and he's like prone where he's at. He's not the most agile.
He's just bumbling out of the hammock.
Zombies are not exactly the most agile of creatures.
Very not dexterous.
All right, so roll initiative, guys.
Yeah.
You got it, bud.
Oh, click my token. Click my token.
Yeah, don't forget to click your token. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so because you guys are lower level, I'm gonna roll the zombies separate. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Or should all the zombies go at once?
Yeah.
I think when you guys are higher level, I think
God,
I'll roll groups at once sometimes. But I think for this level, then it gives you a chance to get ahead of some of them at least.
character accurate, but I don't like how I've rolled low on almost every initiative roll we've had thus far.
Are we rolling for Cutler, or is he just gonna chill?
Yeah. You know what? Do you have control of Cutler? Or no?
I have a sheet actually, for some reason. No, I
Can't control the token.
Okay, hold on 1 second. I am going to give Kaw control of Cutler also,
There you go.
and then
Place. Sick.
then that way you can kind of. Oh, I gotta put him on your journal too, don't I? Oh, he's in your journal already. Okay. He's in all players' journals. There. Now you should be able to have control of his token and his character sheet.
Perfect. My big lizard meat shield. Save me, Uncle.
Somebody said this that James sounded like Seth Rogen a little bit, and I was listening to one of the old ones, and there's a couple times he kind of does, and I'm like, that's funny. Gotta tell James that. I told him last time, but I mean, it was funny.
We knew who was gonna play him in the movie.
Right? That was my best Seth Rogen. Sorry, this is terrible, but
No, it was lore accurate.
Lore accurate.
It
Okay,
was Seth Rogen lore accurate.
so let me see here. For turn order, where you've got, I don't think I have the turn order up. Do I? Oh yeah, I do. Hold on, I gotta fix it. Fix the turn order. Oh no, it's just okay. You know what? I'll just move it because I can do that. I'm good enough and I'm smart enough, and doggone it, people like me. All right. So turn order we have in descending order we have Liren first.
Alright. So, Liren's gonna go ahead, and I assume people had gone through 5 to 15, 20, 25. I'm assuming here.
Yep.
30. Alright.
And you see Fallon at the bottom of the thing with the door hanging open. You can just kind of see in the darkness, with his light spell, you can kind of see the other a couple zombies still shuffling your way, kind of.
All right. You know what? Let's go ahead and dash. It's going to be silly because I'm going to dash literally 5 feet. Put myself, basically, you know what? Make it worthwhile. Put myself right next to Fallon. As he moves, he's drawn his maul. And let's say, why not? He'll go ahead and use his bonus action. Make sure I haven't done this yet. Nope. To hex this one right here.
Okay. And what wisdom save or charisma save?
So no save,
Oh.
but on, we'll say, strength checks, he has disadvantage.
Okay.
And should I hit him with an attack, I'll deal an extra d6 necrotic.
All right, we're going to do this for hex. We're going to do the evil eye thing.
We'll go ahead and cast that. I think that'll do it. Yep. There we go.
Nice, okay. No save. I like that spell.
It's cool.
I like spells without saving throws. We need to have more of those.
And that'll be that.
And don't forget, you can jump curses if one of the enemies drops.
That's right.
Gotcha.
As long as I have concentration on it,
you can move it to a different target?
With a bonus action on the next round. Yep.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's it for me.
That's it for Lyran, and then a zombie gets to move first, and it's the zombie who stands back up, because he's fell out of his face, trying to get out of the hammock, and then he starts walking over here, and he can only go about 15 feet, but that is enough to get him close to Lyran, and he will try to attack.
All right, so 19, I believe, will hit. Yes.
Yep. All right, so 5 bludgeoning.
Very good. I'll give you a con save for... Yep, I managed to hold on to the spell. I do take a hit for 5 bludgeoning.
Now, are you actually at advantage for your concentration checks, or is that just a...
No, generally when I roll like that, I just take the first.
Yeah, it's always the first. That's the right one. Yeah, I mean, it's you know what I'm saying. First always rolls first on the screen, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not at advantage.
All right. Okay. You know what? The dark thing, I'm going to have to change... I'm going to go back to the light mode, because the dark mode has a little bit of a thing where it's hard to see what's what, you know?
Right.
Okay, anyways. What is this, I wonder? That's weird. Anyway, so yeah, okay, so then that zombie went, and it's Jessa's turn now. Jessa, we're going to zoom over to you, because you're... Oh, no, there you are. You're back with everybody else. Okay. I thought you were over on the other part of the deck still.
No, I followed everyone. Alright, so I'm going to charge forward, pulling out my crossbow. Well, it's probably still out. Tell my skill defenders to charge. And I am going to try and hit this one in the back.
You know, what if 5e had a skill added, or had some skills added that had you could pick between 2 things, like have one called tactics, and you pick between intelligence and wisdom that you want to add for your modifier if you're proficient in it. I thought that'd be kind of cool.
16 hit.
16 does hit.
Ooh.
It does hit. You're hitting the one through the door, correct?
Yeah, the
This
one
one
in
here?
the far back here.
Yep. Okay. So for 6 damage onto him.
Alright, and my skill defender is going to charge for
Not practically knocking Lyran and Fallon out of the way. Is that what you're gonna do?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, you can push through your own ally space. They basically
Yep.
Have him pop
allow
over
you
the
to
rail,
get
the
through.
stair rail.
You could have had him do that.
Yeah, and then it's going to take the dodge action because,
That's all I can do.
yeah.
All right, then Fallon, you're up. Oh wait, is Jessa gonna do anything like move wise? Oh, you already did
You did
your
a
crossbow.
little bit.
You're gonna stay there though. Okay. Are you gonna move like up one? You said.
I moved a little bit,
Oh,
but
okay. So Fallon, what are you gonna do?
A Felon will cast a guiding bolt on the nearest zombie.
So this one here, the one that came over by Lyran.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Hopefully it did.
Guiding bolt. Ooh, that's a miss. Actually a miss. Surprise, surprise. Goodness gracious. But guiding bolt is that also. That's a flash of a light that also makes the target at advantage to hit for the next attacker.
Yeah, exactly.
But all right, that was a miss. Do you have any bonus actions, or do you want to do any movement?
No, I'm moving out of the wave with the others.
Okay, so just kind of standing back, but kind of staying in the same position, kind of ish. Oh, you're moving all the way back. Okay. All right. Better part of valor. Better part of valor. No. All right. All right. This zombie stumbles up this way toward the steel defender. At which point the zombie is going to make an intelligence check. And it fails. At that point, the zombie is going to make a dexterity check. It also fails. You see this zombie come over here and tumbles through this this doorway, and kind of just falls down the stairs, and is sitting at the bottom of the stairs, kind of like, you know, yeah.
okay.
And he is prone. So yeah.
Ah, motion sickness. You hate to see it, am I right?
You don't got a sea legs yet, yeah. Boop. Alright, and this zombie here moves over here like so, and we'll try to attack the steel defender. And I think that's a miss. Steel defender's AC is what? Do we know?
I mean, technically it's at disadvantage, but that still misses, so.
AC, oh, because he's using his reaction?
No, because he's dodging.
Oh, he's dodging. Yeah. That's true. Yeah, you would still miss. But his AC is 11, so but he's still so he might...
No, his AC is 15.
Oh, okay, yeah, because it's only got 11 on there, so I'll have to fix that. We'll have to fix that when we make the new token for him too. So let me do a secondary attack though, just to see. Yeah, 11 would be so, but either one of them miss. So, then Cutler would go.
All right.
I should make Cutler's light pink. Because his glaive is a giant pink glaive, yeah.
It matches his mohawk.
Matches
He's got pink mohawk, right?
Yeah, his glaive and his mohawk are both bright pink.
Oh yeah.
It's sort of a dare to I wish somebody would kind of thing, you know. At least that's my interpretation.
I don't know if I'm gonna have him rage just yet.
Bling, pink light.
There it is. But I will have Cutler run in there and look around for the nearest zombie.
Okay. The nearest one is just south of Lyran.
Right here down.
Southeast.
By the hammock.
Yep.
Alright, he'll squeeze in here and throw a couple swings.
Okay. Now don't forget, Cutler doesn't have polearm mastery or anything like that, right? He didn't have any feats to start with, so.
No.
Okay.
No feats. But I will attack recklessly.
But I do believe the glaive does have a reach of 10 foot if you didn't want to get right next to him, but.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Either way works. You can get right next.
Could I stand like right here?
Yeah, you could. But what I was saying is if you were here, you could also reach the other one.
The other one.
Yeah, there's another zombie down here. Yeah.
It is.
Because you have to reach it 10 feet.
Kind of blocking it off. All right.
Yeah, you have to reach it 10 feet. Is what basically that's all it's saying. Is you have to reach 10 feet.
No, I'll go for the one in the hammock. Looks like we got a couple of them.
The one next to the hammock, yeah.
Yeah, and I'll take a reckless attack.
Oh, okay. So this one here, correct?
Yes. Advantage. Glaive. 15.
15 is a hit. Zombies these zombies don't have any armor on. They're just basically dressed in what looks like swashbuckler or pirate or sailor's gear or whatever, like that kind of stuff. Just like tunics and breeches kind of thing. Because you got a mouse over where it says glaive in the chat window. There you go.
Oh wow.
And then that is 13 damage. That's a nice hit. Until Liren explodes them.
That's a good hit.
Softening him up. I don't know if he can do any bonus action anything besides rage.
I don't think so right now, but he could rage if you want him to.
No, not yet. He's only got 2 left, and I think we got something big down below, so I'll hold on to those.
Okay. All right. And Folidar, are you gonna? Oop! I just jumped right past Folidar somehow. I double clicked. Click happy. Okay. Folidar, are you gonna do anything?
Folidar is gonna leap past the stair rail here and just you jump onto the hammock, boing, and then land optimally right here.
Do you have acrobatics?
Wait, I believe actually let me check. Do you want me to roll for acrobatics on that?
Or athletics, athletics or acrobatics, whichever one you have. Like that will be good for that.
You know, that was just a joke, but I'm gonna do it anyway.
Let's just see it. Now we gotta see it.
Acrobatics roll, proficiency.
On, baby.
That's what I'm talking about. So just go ahead and.
Oh yes, flawlessly executed. It's just
like Obi-Wan jump off the hammock.
He jumps over onto the hammock. It does like a spinning flip. The hammock goes all the way around once before he goes sailing off and does a flip landing on his feet. Like ta-da, you know.
And I just rise up and say hello there.
And I would like to give you inspiration for that.
Yeah, so if you don't have inspiration, take inspiration. There you go.
Yes. All right.
That was good.
That was really cool.
I'm going to go ahead and key fuel myself. How many key points do I have left? 3.
It would have also been really cool if you failed, though, too. That would have been funny as heck.
Oh. I would just say I was out of shape. I don't know.
Twin win.
All right, so you going to attack one of those zombies there?
I'm going to use a key fuel attack here. Spend one of my key points, and so I can get the bonus action for the attack. Let's go ahead and give them a good whacking with my quarterstaff.
All right. The one right above you, correct?
Yes, the one that slammed Liren is the one I'm going to attack here.
Yep. Okay. All right, that's a good hit. Definitely a good hit.
Nice hit. Let's go ahead and give that one there 6 damage, Rooney.
All right. Nice. All right, and then Caw, are you ready?
Hold up.
Oh, call it. You're gonna do like bonus key or anything?
Yep.
Okay.
I burned 1 key point for the attack, and I'm attacking the other one. The one to my left.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Another quarterstaffaroonie attack.
Oh, another good hit. Great hit.
Oh, sick. Just give that guy a good whacking. And then does he have like plus something because he's hexed?
Yeah, something. What does the hex do for damage? It's only for Liren, right?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I've attacked them both.
And it's -4.
You're blessed.
No, he
I
did a
haven't
key
yet.
point
No, it
thing,
keeps
right?
doing that.
Oh, okay. I thought that was from something he had with the key point thing. Yeah, it does say blessed. It's just whatever.
Yeah, it keeps putting back on. Let me take it off
He's
now.
not blessed, but 22 and 24 still hit.
Boy.
I like to think I'm blessed, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Yep. Okay, so let's see. Caw would be next. Caw Bluey.
All right. I'll tell you what. Since you ask and you shall receive, I'll bless you. I'll use my action to cast bless.
Okay, who are you blessing? You can do 3 targets, right? Unless you're upcasting.
I'll probably do. Ooh, actually, I can upcast it. I'll
I think
use
you
the
can
second
upcast
level
at
bless.
1. Yeah, I think if you could upcast it to 2nd level, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'll cast a second level bless, and I'll bless everybody in there right now. So, Cutler, Fallon,
Yep.
and Faladar.
And then who else is your other target?
And then it looks like I think Jessa's coming up next, so I'll do Jessa.
That's very metagamey of you, but
dude.
I suppose.
Or I can roll for it.
Could have done my steel defender.
No, actually, I think. Yeah, I don't know who's coming up next. Actually, yeah, it's probably Lyran. Okay, yeah, Jessa after that probably. Yeah, Jessa's coming up pretty soon. Okay, all right. Yeah, you can do whoever. You would kind of have an idea at this point. It wouldn't be too metagamey because you would kind of have an idea of who's going in which order because of watching the action play out.
Oh, and I also realized that would drop the fog cloud.
I'm gonna do a barrel. I need a barrel.
Oh, yeah, good point.
Okay,
But it's too late now. We're doing it.
that's
We're in it.
in it to win it. Let me grab this barrel and put it over here. And this barrel is going to be the end of turn order thing. Now, 1 second. Move it up. Almost there. Right. Okay. um. Actually, isn't 94 100ths actually less than 0? Oh no, it's not. Okay. But no, it says it's negative 94 100ths. So.
That means he has to give someone else 94 100ths of a turn.
I don't know how did it come up with that?
Didn't he get like a nat 1? A critical?
Well, he got a nat 1, and then I think they get a nat 2 or negative 2 for Dex. Yeah, so it'd be a negative 1. I don't.
He should just not have a turn.
I don't know, dude. So I'm thinking like, you know what? Maybe yeah, whatever. Anyway, so it's just funny. All right, so going to the zombie number. This guy here.
Actually,
sorry.
I got one more thing. I have 2 sorcery points that I can't really do anything with, except turn them into a spell slot with a bonus action.
I did Jessa. I did Fallon instead of Jessa. Hold on a second. Turn what now?
I got 2 sorcery
spell
points.
slot?
I'm gonna turn them into a first level spell slot with my bonus action.
Okay. All right, sounds good. All right, so
Now I'm done.
you get a first level spell slot back. Okay, and then this zombie here is going to kind of move up. He sees the folly of his friend. Doesn't really affect him a whole lot because he doesn't have that much of a brain. They're only about 3 intelligence. But he attacks the steel defender.
Still dodging, right?
Oh, yep, I forgot. So 7 to miss.
Whew.
Yeah,
That's a miss.
otherwise I'm gonna crit, right? Poor zombie.
Just one swole zombie.
Poor zombie, you wasted your nat 20.
It was a good try.
Yeah.
20. And this one here moves over here to attack the steel defender. Let me put him at disadvantage so I can make sure that... Alright, 7 again. And last... Oh, this hex zombie tries to attack you, the Foladar, right next to him.
Oh, yeah, I totally forgot about him.
And he's not at disadvantage, but either way, I think that hits.
Get thee to a nunnery. What is it? 21?
21? Yeah, 21.
21? All right. Well, yep, I'm hit.
So for 7 damage.
Ouch. I say out loud.
Yeah, they're not messing around.
And last zombie to go is,
I've been hurted.
I guess, under the turn order, maybe? Yeah. Is that where he's at? I'm trying to figure out where he's at. Oh, yep, there he is. He will just go over here and... Oh, sorry, here, and try to attack the Steel Defender also at disadvantage, and also
Critical failure.
miss terribly. Oh, hang on, let me put this back where it belongs on the screen. Sorry, guys.
It breaks its hand.
Yeah, critical
On
fail.
air.
Critical fail. Hang on, let's see. And upon doing so, fails a dexterity check and falls into the hole with his buddy. So they're downstairs. And end a round. Anybody gonna do anything? Anybody got anything to go that goes off at the end of the round? I don't think we do. Liren?
All right, so let's go ahead and put a echo right here,
Okay.
if we could, as a bonus action.
Okay, we're gonna just drag. I'm just gonna drag you to there. You said.
That would be maybe a little closer, so he's engaging with this
There.
one over here.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. And then
Yep.
we're just gonna tint it like a bluish color.
Sounds good. Liren's going to go ahead and step down. Shouldn't trigger any attacks of opportunity. And will strike the one that he has hexed, swinging with his maul.
Okay.
20 to hit.
That's a hit.
All right, so here's a little bit of bludgeoning damage.
A lot of it of.
Yeah.
And
then what's the hex do?
The hex is
1d6?
just an extra necrotic.
D6,
5
right?
necrotic.
5
Yep.
necrotic. Okay. -5. All right.
I'm going to go ahead and unleash Incarnate and take an additional strike from my Incarnate's position on that zombie there.
Okay.
And so he swings, 12 to hit.
Yes.
Does the bless still work? Oh well, it still hits.
It still does work. It just it's actually essentially Liren attacking from that Incarnate's position, right? Or something along
Right.
those lines. Yeah.
And so 9 bludgeoning on that one.
9 bludgeoning. Okay. Yeah. Basically, the Echo has all the same stats as Liren, but it only has 1 hit point, and it's technically
yeah, more or less.
technically an object also. So I mean, it's,
Right.
But you know,
Not a flanking buddy.
and it can move. It can move like vertically, horizontally, diagonally, whatever. You know, up,
Exactly.
down. All right. So that's it for Liren.
That's it for me.
Okay, this zombie behind Liren tries to attack Liren.
That will miss.
Yep. And Jessa, you're up.
Alright. So I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to fire at the one non-hexed one in here.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Okay.
You can add a D4 to that.
Yep, you
Oh,
get to
yeah,
add your
that's
D4
right.
for Bless. Unless that Bless is already on. Nope, that's a repeating shot. So that is a hit. Actually, that would have been a hit anyways. I just looked.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but you can add a D4 for Bless. Yeah, yeah. It always surprises me that their armor class is that low. So 10 damage. To which one? This guy here? Or
Yep.
the one by your steel? Okay, this guy here. So okay. So hold on 1 second. Oh, and okay, he goes down and he's dead.
Critical failure. And so I just like to point out, because you shot the arrow from that position, it would have falling close to me as it falls over.
Right. Falling
And
at
it's
you,
like,
probably falling between you and Liren, kind of like on the floor right here.
it's like blood splatters onto my clothing, and just like, oh, I was kind of hoping to get away without any of this happening.
Some sort of semblance of Black Icarus blood. Like.
Yeah.
All right, is that it for Jessa? Are you gonna do your defender?
Shield defender will attack the one north of it.
Okay, due north. That's a hit.
I don't know. I need to take that advantage off. Okay.
So you need to just like mouse over. Yeah, there you go. Same way with as you do with a weapon. So 9 damage for him. Okay.
All right. We're good.
Okay, you see one of the druids comes down and he says, it's the elven druid, and he says, oh my, like that, and he kind of comes over here and he casts a little produce flame spell at the zombie, and catches him on fire and does 3 damage, which is all he had left, but I think if the zombie can make a con save versus that'd be okay. Nope, he can't.
I mean, I know zombies have weak constitution, but come on.
Their constitution's actually pretty decent, but I don't know why I'm just rolling low. They get a +3 for their modifier. Okay. And
lore accurate zombies.
And then Kane walks over also, but he doesn't do anything but kind of just stand there. And then, he looks a little bit concerned, but, he seems okay. Fallon, you're up.
With a smile, he says to the druids, yeah, for you it might be exciting, for us it's just Doomsday. And he's aiming his next guiding bolt to the south standing zombie from the Steel Defender.
Okay, yep. I see which one. This one.
Special.
This one here. Yep. Alright, go ahead and you're doing guiding bolt again, you said? That's a much better guiding bolt.
I know that we're coming.
5.
I know that we're coming to.
Oh my goodness!
Wow, that was a low roll though for 1 1 1 2 1 or 1 1 2 1. Jeez, okay. That's 5. All right.
But now the next one gets its advantage on the attack.
Yeah, he is sparkly now, so everybody can see him really well. Is that it for Fallon?
No, I step a little bit forward and using my bonus action to giving 1d6 healing power to who was a little bit it was
I think
Liren
and
Folidar
have
both
taken damage.
Folidar got something. Yes, yeah. I step a little bit forward so I can see Folidar, and he's bathed in healing light.
Okay. For how much? How much does your healing light do? Is it 1d6 or 2d6?
One second. Oh, 1d6.
1d6, okay. Or is it 1d8 for healing light? Oh, it is d6, okay. Oh, so you have a pool of d6s, okay. And it equals 1 plus your warlock level, so you can expend any number of them. But yeah, so 5, you get 5 back.
D6 and 5 hit points back.
Yep.
I just put them back. It's weird that the meter is not showing it though.
I bathe you in celestial moonlight.
I'm just being bathed in like a radiant waterfall out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh,
just kind of with a bluish tinge to it, like bluish sparkle, is like a moonbeam shining down on you, kind of. Or maybe, or is the moonbeam shining from Folidar? Who knows?
It's just like
Wait,
a
wait for the
preferred.
next guiding bolt.
Or is it shining from Fallon? I mean. All
It's
right.
shining from Fallon to Felidar, Folidar.
All right, that's cool. Okay, so this zombie stands up. He is no longer prone. 1 second. And he makes his way up the stairs, of course, because that's what zombies do. And gets to the top of stairs and tries to attack Lyran's Echo, because, it's not that bright.
Oh, no worries. That will miss.
Yep. And then Cutler goes. Oh, I still have prone on him, don't I? He's no longer
Yes!
prone, though.
I can see you much better now.
Ah, that's the
Perfect
And
Cutler /
he'll
Seth
attack the one
Rogen
that-
impersonation.
Got guided bolt. Alright. So I don't have to attack recklessly and I still get advantage, right?
Yep.
That's right.
Perfect.
If you did attack recklessly, you'd get advantage +1. But then when you attack recklessly, these aren't people at advantage to attack you, correct?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah, that. Alright, so I'll just do normal.
15 is a hit. I mean, basically, when you're working with these zombies with no armor, they basically have an armor class of 8 because they're so dexterous.
Alright, 9 slashing damage.
Yeah, let me get rid of that prone condition on that one. 9 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Basically, you hack off one of its arms, and it kind of like looks down where its arm was. Like it doesn't look down to the arm that fell on the floor. It looks down to where its arm was, and is like looking at its shoulder, kind of like what happened to my arm? Like just kind of like staring at its arm.
Don't even think about picking it back up.
That sounds like Cutler.
Good color. Yeah. I was about to say, you're nailing it.
Because he would be like, because I could picture him doing that. Like maybe Cutler would even think that he could pick it up and reattach it or something. I don't know. That's great. All right, so hopefully James gets to watch this later. That'd be cool. Okay, so this zombie is going to try to attack the Steel Defender again, and he's at disadvantage, correct? Because the Steel Defender's still dodging, or no?
No, it's no longer
No,
dodging.
oh, it's no longer dodging. Okay, so it would not be at disadvantage, but that is only a 10,
Miss.
right? That's a miss. And then Folidar.
Alright, so Folidar, taking no time after being rejuvenated thoroughly, moves his way towards the Steel Defender. And then I just cheekily say, "But who defends the Defender?" And then I attack the zombie adjacent to me.
Okay. Oh, and you're no longer at advantage to hit him from the guiding bolt, but yeah.
I would say, but also, am I technically flanking with the Defender, or?
No, if a defender was over one more, you would be. Or if you were down where Lyran is, then you would be.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fine. So I go ahead and I just give it a good thwack.
We got this.
For
With the thwack stick.
for Lyran, this square here, and this square here would be flanking. For you, this square here, and this square here would be flanking.
Ah, unfortunate.
Gotcha. So go ahead and roll that attack roll.
Yep. I pull out the thwack stick, as I like to call my quarterstaff. 2 hands. I go strong here. Go ahead and put my bless on.
The flail of quarterstaffery.
The thwack stick.
Black stick.
12 damage.
Thank you, bless, for coming through in
Oh,
the
no, that's
clutch
not 12
here.
damage. It's a 12 hit. That's a hit though.
Yep. So let's go ahead and give it a good
okay.
11 thwackings.
Okay, so it drops kind of like almost to the ground, and then kind of stands back up.
I say, who taught you to defend against the way of the shadows technique of 1,000 thwacks?
And is that it?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't know if you were gonna burn any more key points or if you had key points to burn. All right.
I do. I'm just gonna reserve them.
Right. Caw.
All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'll use my bonus action to cast Sanctuary on Folidar.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Looks like he might have put himself in a bit of a vulnerable position right there.
Sanctuary.
Feeling pretty buffed right now.
I'll
Sanctuary
post it.
master. Sanctuary. Oh, yeah. Anyway. Okay. All right. So, is that it for Caw?
Caw is going to use his bonus action to cast that onto Folidar.
Yep. So, what are you going to do a different thing for your action, or?
I'm going to go over to the side of the ship. I'm going to check on the bullywogs.
Okay.
See how their camp's doing.
They seem to be kind of rallying a little bit, but they seem to be preoccupied with it looks like there's a kind of a small like group of them. There's only probably like that you see is probably like maybe 8 to 10, and you can see that 3 of them have gone over and they're inspecting the body of their fallen comrade.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna I'll ready my action to cast another fog cloud if they start gathering en masse and coming over here.
Okay, and you know if you've cast fog cloud, the bless will go off, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like anybody needs it.
All right.
I lucked up because of bless a second ago.
Well, you still would actually hit him without the bless, even though. That's the sad part.
Because I got an 8.
The only way you could have missed is to roll, or you could have missed and then hit with the bless is to roll a 2, because you'd miss no matter what with a 1.
Yeah. All right. So this zombie here, you know that Folidar just tries to hit Folidar back. It looks like he hit maybe.
Nope.
No, that's
17.
a miss. Okay, yep, that's a miss. And this zombie here, attacks the steel defender. And that's a hit for 12 damage. What is the steel defender hit points right now? Do you know?
It was 21.
Okay. So 21 and minus 12. Alright, and this zombie here... how did that zombie get there? Oh, because it did that. So that zombie that rolled the negative .94 does go at the beginning of the next round. Basically goes after the round is over.
The disadvantage.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, the one that's like got the problem. Yeah. That one's okay. This one's dead, so he doesn't do anything. The barrel is the end of the round turn, and this one that's at the bottom of the steps begins to climb his way back up the steps. Hang on one second. Let me go back up to here, and we'll put him at the top of the steps here.
And Brian, I'm giving you the 10-minute alert.
10-minute alert.
As far as me getting out of here.
Okay. Do we want to? We should be able to finish the combat. I hope in 10 minutes, maybe.
Yeah.
All right. So Liren, you're up.
All right, so let's go ahead. I'll attack the... Actually, I'll bonus action move the hex onto the zombie I have flanking on.
Okay.
Go ahead and use an attack.
Now you are flanking the steel defender, so you would be able to get advantage on the attack.
Perfect. Let's go ahead and do that. Going ahead, swinging the maul with advantage, 24 to hit.
Remember, we're not doing raw flanking, because raw flanking is only directly opposite.
Right.
Okay, 24, 13 damage. Okay, hang on.
13 bludgeoning and a little.
That means
little
his DC is 18.
All right.
And he made a 13, so he goes down.
All right. Liren's going to go ahead and just step into that space, kind of trampling over the zombie that he crumples with one shot.
See?
And there's probably going to be more. You know what? He's going to action search. He's going to hit this guy right here.
Okay.
14 to hit. 13 bludgeoning.
All right.
Sweet.
Nice. Okay.
And that'll be it for me.
Okay. You. Why? Oh, that's Kane. Okay, Kane does nothing. Why did I roll them separate? I don't know why. Okay. This zombie is dead, so he don't get to go. And Jessa, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna hit fire at the one Liren just hit.
There you go.
Okay, you lob a crossbow bolt at him.
Yep.
For 6 damage.
Strong follow-up.
Alright, and my steel defender is going to hit that one.
That same one?
Targets. Yeah.
Okay. That's a hit. Wow. 8 armor class sucks, doesn't it?
Nice.
Sucks to be you, zombie. Anyway, so 10 force damage, and that would make its DC 15. And actually, what I usually like to do is I usually like to take remaining hit points away from that DC, but that would still be that would still be within the realm of possibility. But so yeah, then there's a 1. So he's still standing. He kind of goes down, but he stands right back up.
Okay.
Nice shot.
All right, is that it for Jessa? And the
Yep.
and the steel defender. All right. So then Effian kind of says, "Oh, you dead are making such a mess of things," and he casts another little produce flame at that one, and he misses actually.
Wow.
Let's see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Doesn't do anything, right?
Starting to wonder if you druids are actually helpful at all.
Yeah. Who's actually on watch right now?
He says, "Kane is on the upper deck. Kane is on the upper deck."
All you've managed to do so far is produce light, something that half of the party had done on arrival.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, when he produces the flame, it's when he throws it at the thing. But that's basically about all he does is produce some light for about half a second. Because when he throws it, it just like poofs out basically when it hits. All right, Fallon.
Fallon steps, makes steps to the side to see a little bit better for the next zombies, and aiming his next guiding bolt and the zombie in the back, the front, white back.
Nice, nice. How many people we got watching right now? Anybody? Yeah, we got 3 people watching. Is it all us? Probably is all us, but that's awesome. Thanks for watching, viewers. We actually had the most viewers we've ever had on Friday. That
Yeah.
for any of the things, I guess. So that's pretty
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
That was there. It shot up to like 16.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
So guiding bolt for 8 is a hit. Fallon, you hit again. Wow.
Sweet.
Still 3 ones.
And you were aiming at this guy, you said? Or which one?
Yes,
further
one. This one. The furthest back.
The first one, okay. Oh, the furthest back, this one here.
Furthest back, yes, the last
Okay,
one.
yep. Okay, so go ahead and that's 9 radiant damage, you said. And zombies aren't particularly aversion. They don't have any particular vulnerability to radiant, but 9 radiant damage. And he is lit up like a Christmas tree. Boom.
Super noticeable.
Yep. And it's that zombie's turn next. He's still a little confused. He looks over toward Fallon when he gets hit with that guiding bolt, Fallon when he gets hit with that guiding bolt, but then he looks back toward this echo and tries to attack it. He hits.
That does hit the echo and pops the echo.
Yep, and the echo disappears.
The Daggerfordian soldier just sort of shatters in on itself in a sort of fractalizing blue energy.
All right, and then Cutler.
All right.
Now remember, you can't move through your own allies' spaces.
You can?
Yes. You can't move through your enemy spaces, but you can move through your ally spaces. And actually, there is a way to move through energy spaces, but you have to push through or tumble through.
Okay. Well, I'll squeeze by. Move it, Iron Man. And,
Move Iron Man.
let's say... I'll pass through and then see that we...
If you want to move one more space, you can still move one more space without taking any attacks of opportunity. Oh, actually,
Like,
when you...
over to here?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'll move out there. And I'll attack this one.
You're almost within range of the north one, but this one up here, you're almost within his range, but you don't necessarily have to get in his range when you're going through that door.
Actually, I'll go for the one with advantage. I don't
Okay.
think...
And remember, you can hit, basically you can hit this guy, and maybe that guy.
Yeah, since...
The world
can
is your
toggle my
decayed,
own
rotting
advantage.
oyster. That's
Let's go for this guy back here. I'll stab... I'm just aiming for bodies, and it stabs through, and it hits somebody over here. And
All right.
I'm not even gonna bother rolling recklessly. Oh, wrong sheet.
Just Cutler's proficiency and his attack roll, and it is almost enough to get it, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as I don't
strength,
roll
his strength
a
is
2.
a proficiency. Oh, okay. I was thinking his strength was a little higher than that.
Oh,
Nine is a hit though.
for 9 slashing damage.
Is Liren almost an auto hit too?
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just have to roll higher than a 2.
Yep. Okay. So 9 damage to this guy.
Actually, higher than a 1. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So a 1 is your only miss basically then. All right.
That's Cutler's turn.
This zombie. Okay, this zombie's attacking the steel defender.
Oof.
For
That
another.
hits.
I'm going to go ahead and use my intercept fighting style as a reaction to reduce that damage by 3.
Okay, and so the steel defender only takes 2 damage.
Liren kind of moves that heavy wall head in like a shield and rebuffs the zombie a little.
And I'm gonna follow into my turn by just cartwheeling over Liren as he does that.
Okay.
Sickly again, and just landing right here.
All right.
And I'm just going to straight whack this zombie in front of me with a nice thwack attack. The thousand thwacks.
I'm thinking the best kick would be like a back kick after that. Anyway, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
just like a forward striking staff. So I'm just like straight forward, pushing the staff at that point.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and
You're Q-sticking
up real quick. Yeah.
I've been Q-sticked before. Just by the way, even with a helmet on, it is not necessarily fun. I mean, it was fun. Don't get me wrong, but my legs went out from under me. It was like being clotheslined. All right, so that's a hit
Go ahead.
for 7 damage. So the DC would be 17. Oh no, DC would be 12. But he fails anyways.
Nice. Good hit.
And I just like to think he crumbles into dust or falls back onto the other one. Either one is a fun visual.
Yeah, and goes dropping back down through the hole. he falls into the other one and kind of like then falls down down the stairs into the hole.
He's cut in half like Darth Maul in episode 1.
Just falls in 2 pieces.
He gets cut in half with a staff. That's rough. All right. All right, and then Kablooey?
All right, the bullywogs are
still kind of like what it looks like is the 3 have now picked up their fallen buddy, and looks like they're carrying him back toward the camp.
Okay, that's pretty harmless. I can come over here and I'll chuck a firebolt. Can I see this guy?
Can you?
I mean, yeah, I can see him.
If you can see him, if you. Oh wait, what?
I can also.
that's because you
I'm
can
controlling
only.
two characters.
That's because
so...
you can see him from Cutler. So I don't know if you can, but if you click on your token and then hit Control L, that should be tell you what your guy can see, maybe.
Oh, yep. All right. So if I was over here,
But if you move down into there, you could see him. You know, like I think here's 30 feet.
30 feet. Yeah. Let me see if I
This
can.
might even be 30 feet too. Actually, I don't know, but that's like standing on the rail or on the hammock or next to the hammock or whatever. But yeah, so you can hit him from there.
Wait, from here?
Yeah, you should be able to
from
see him there, right?
I can see him there.
Oh, there. Okay, yeah, you can hit him from there. I was thinking you could see him from the other spot, but
Okay, and then I'll
they don't
chuck.
vision.
I'll hurl a firebolt over there.
Okay.
Do I get pack tactics for the Iron Golem?
Yeah, actually you do. I think because isn't it just any of your allies that
I believe
within
so.
5 feet of it? Yep.
It is.
Yeah, you have advantage on an attack roll if any of at least one of your allies is within 5 feet. Yeah, the Steel Defender is definitely considered an ally.
I'll conjure up a firebolt and throw it in there with my action. Advantage.
And the important part, and the allies. Oh, nice.
Oof.
Ooh.
That's a crit. Does anybody want to roll on the crit table?
Poor man. That's all you. You
Sure,
just-
yeah.
All right, so let's see. Here we go. Crit table survey says, critical hits revisited. Remember that was I think his name's Matt Huffman. No, Benjamin Huffman that created that table. So it is fire, right? You said firebolt.
Yeah, fire.
So go ahead and roll a d20. 16. Burnt to a crisp.
Nice.
Roll twice. Roll twice as many damage dice as normal. So you roll your crit twice.
Ooh.
So another 2d10.
Yeah, another 2d10. So you can just click where it says firebolt again, and it'll auto crit for you. Right above it, right above the damage right there. You can click that again. Oh wait, no, I guess you can't because it's it auto rolled. Yeah, just do 2d10. So another 2d10. So 12 plus 11 is 31. Yeah. And yeah, and if he had resistance to fire, it loses that resistance. If he does not have resistance to fire, it gains vulnerability to fire. But I don't think he's going to gain vulnerability to fire in this instance because I think he's going to be dead. But
he's a crisp. Even if his constitution holds up, what's he gonna do? Get back up to shatter?
Let's say his constitution holds up. So how much was it? 31 damage.
I think with zombies, if it's a crit or radiant damage, they just die.
Yeah, they don't have a thing versus radiant, but so 12 and 11 is 22, 23.
So
23.
What
So
I was saying is, unless you're doing it your way, Brian, undead fortitude.
Yeah.
If it is a crit or radiant damage.
Oh, it does. Oh, yeah, that's true. That is true. Yep, I forgot a crit doesn't matter. Yeah, but even if it was, it would be a DC.
Ridiculously high.
Yeah, it would be a DC of 22 plus 5.
Yeah.
23 plus 5.
Yeah.
God.
So yeah, he dies. Yeah, it is.
Shot.
That is.
Well
it is true. I forgot about the crit and radiant thing. I knew about the. I kind of remembered about the crit, but I couldn't remember about the radiant because. But yeah, okay.
Way to live up to your namesake, Kablooey. That was awesome.
Kablooey. He goes Kablooey, basically.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yes.
Saying your own name.
Splintering
No.
bone fragments.
And now you guys all kind of smell something cooking. And
Well, he's the Rock.
I think I overdid it a little bit.
he overcooked him.
Yeah.
All right, and around this zombie that goes at the end of the round, he's down the steps. Okay, and Liren would be up.
That's my time. Brian.
That's your time. Okay. So let's call it right there, guys. It looks like there's only 3 zombies left. And we'll call it right there. We'll be early in 2 weeks, or be back on time in 2 weeks, or I will be. Anyways, this time.
Cutler, James is gonna be so
I mean,
confused when
I
Cutler's
mean,
standing
I
right
mean,
in front of the
James won't.
zombie.
I mean, James won't make us late in 2 weeks. That's my story. I remember.
Right, that's the
Um,
story.
Right? We're just like, James, it's your fault.
yeah.
Can't believe you done
Together,
this.
James.
So yeah, so we'll leave it on Liren beginning of the round, and we'll be back in 2 weeks for session 7.
Sounds good.
All right, sounds good, guys. And then we'll hopefully get the Man of 1,000 Hooks art done by then.
Oh,
Yes.
nice.
Can't wait.
You say art?
Art, yeah,
Art.
I'm doing some new art for the module. So I do the Man of 1,000 Hooks, and there's a couple other things in there that I got to do too.
Dope.
So yeah, and
Can't wait to meet him.
yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool. I think you guys will like this fight. But all right, have a good one, guys. We will end the stream here in a second. I'm going to actually I'm going to pull this out right this, and I am going to go to Twitch and look and see if there's anybody we want to raid. See you later, Deontay. You can take off anytime you're ready if you haven't already left.
Take care,
and
team.
That way you don't have to
Have a
wait
good
on
one.
us. And if anybody else wants to stick around, then I will look for somebody to raid.
Really explain is
Well.
that each of the different components.
Oh wow.
It's late in Germany. I have to go to bed. I have to
Okay. All right.
sleep a bit.
Sounds
Have a
good.
nice day.
So there are
Ryan,
any of the
tons of
very
fun,
good
man.
one.
like,
Thank you for running.
price to
Take it easy.
experience.
Good gaming with you all.
Mm-hmm.
Great as ever. Great as
Phenomenal.
ever.
Take it easy.
All right.
See you guys in
See
2
you
weeks.
guys later. See you in 2 weeks. Oh gosh.
See
And
you
if any
later.
of our viewers are going to stick around, then we'll raid with those 3 viewers, and then see if we can raid anybody. With. Hey,
Spread
everybody,
the love.
everybody appreciates that those 2 viewers, like 2 or 3 viewers. So I'm trying to get into the habit of doing the rating. That's the biggest issue. I can't ever be in the habit of doing that. Okay, who do we raid? I don't even know. I can't even see anybody online. Oh goodness, my phone is being funky. Okay, well, maybe we won't raid anybody, but we'll be back in 2 weeks. Action Surge 5e for the session 7 of No Good Deed, which is right here on twitch.tv/Action Surge 5e. I believe it's Action Surge 5e. Yeah, that's how it works. And I guess we're out of here.
Alright.
Talk to you guys later, okay? And I'm gonna
Alright.
be off the stream here. And